Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Dumpster Cam. I am back and I didn't really mean to leave. I do this all the time. I'm so sorry. I just go through patches where I don't have anything to share, unfortunately. I hadn't been finding anything. I hadn't really had much update on the house to share with you. And I do always appreciate everybody who, comments and checks in on me. And I'm sorry to keep doing that. And I always say I want to be more consistent with my videos, but I just need to be able to find something to film. Oh man, we got a talker over there. That I can film during the in-between times. And I know I'm starting to think of things that I could do. Like I just made these 2 loaves of bread. I could have filmed that, stuff like that. So I'm going to say it again. I'm going to try to be more consistent with my videos, but I'm sorry for being gone so long again. And I appreciate everybody who checked in with me. And here I am. Everything is awesome. Everything's great. I just didn't have anything to share, unfortunately. But now I'm back. And I'm going to do a little dumpster dive haul for you, as well as a quick house inside and outside tour. Again, nothing major has happened, but I'm just, chugging along, still getting things put away, getting rid of things, finding out where I want things to finally go, stuff like that. So we'll start with the dumpster dive haul. Everything is from Aldi. Like I said, I haven't been finding that much. However, we're getting into the best dumpster diving season where it's safe to take cold things and perishable things. And with that, I would like to start doing some more of the series that I started years ago where I solely eat with food that I have found while dumpster diving. So days and weeks or whatever where I only eat food that I have found for free. So I would like to start doing that again soon, and I'll be posting that here on YouTube, of course. Starting right here, I have some eggs. The packaging is a little tilted and wonky, but I have 9 good eggs. So I will eat those. I have two jars of pasta sauce. This one is oh my gosh, I can't talk today. This one is kale, and I don't really know this one. It's giardiniera. There we go. Giardiniera sauce. These are both, again, from Aldi, and they say they are premium. Best if used by March of 2024, and neither of them have their little button popped. This I'm pumped about. I haven't found peanut butter in a while, so this is a great stock up. Again, not out of date until October of next year. 2 very large 40 ounces each of creamy peanut butter, so that I'm very excited about. These expire on my birthday. They're just 2 little caramel desserts. The packaging was ripped, but these are super cute, very nice. This is a glass jar, so that's pretty fancy. Like a little trifle, kind of like a little trifle. I have this cute little orange pumpkin. It is real. Probably came in a pack with more. Maybe they were bad, or maybe this one fell out, but cute for the fall. Still on the fall decor, I have this little gnome. He has a little chip on his nose, but that's okay. He still lights up. He's called a nostalgic gnome, and he is very cute. I have a pack of Marcona sea salt almonds. So a nice little snack there. And I have 2 little jars of tomato sauce. As you saw, it was Best By June of 2024. I'm not sure why these were thrown out. I found those at the same time I found these and these, so I'm not sure what the story on those are. At that same time, I also found a full case of all-purpose flour. The rest of it I still have in my car. I just haven't brought it in yet. But it's just, normal bleached flour. I think 3 of them had been maybe sliced into when they were opening up the case, hence why it was thrown away. So those I probably won't use, although I'm sure I could bake them down and they would be safe, but I'll just stick with the ones that were sealed. And I just used that flour to bake these 2 loaves of bread. It's a little bit light, but it's fully cooked, and I'm just testing things out. I've never really baked bread before, so I think they look pretty tasty. Next to that, I have a mystery can. I do not know what it is. It is best before December 2024. There's what it sounds like if you guys could hear that, kind of liquidy. So I want you guys to put in the comments what you think this might be. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to open it and we'll see who's correct. I have no idea. My guess is maybe like diced tomatoes or something. I feel like that would be the most logical, but it really could be anything. I have no idea. And who knows, maybe even when I open it, I won't be able to tell. But put your guesses in the comments below what you think this mystery can is full of. And then again, I'll put that at the end of the video. Right here, I have a 6-pound bag of pure cane sugar. I did not use this in my bread, but if I were to make bread on my Eating for Free, I could definitely use this with the flour and go from there. There were a few of these. I don't know if any of them were broken open. This one is not, so I took that one. I actually have 8 of these Panera baked potato soups. These 4 I just had in the fridge, and then I have 4 in the freezer. I need to eat them fairly soon because these will not last forever. But they're pretty small, so shouldn't be too hard to eat those. And like I said, it's getting cold, so we've had some 30-degree evenings here, at least in the 30s, so those should be okay. This is a pack of bacon. As you can see, I've had it frozen. I love bacon. I love it even more when it's free. Coloring wise, it's hard to tell because it is frozen, but it's not brown. It still has a nice pink hue to it, so that's how I know that it is probably safe, and I feel comfortable eating that. And then I have a bag of peaches. It looks like this one's gonna go bad, so I will get rid of that one, and then I've already eaten one, and I will enjoy the rest. I have a bunch of bananas here in his little hammock. I love bananas. I love eating them. I love freezing them, making smoothies, all the tasty stuff. So those always are a staple for me. And then I have this little Crofton glass canister set with bamboo lids. The large one is broken. So I have the small one, which it said how many ounces they are somewhere. But I have the full small one and the full medium one that I can utilize for something. So I think that's it for the haul. Over here. Yeah, I think that's it. Now let's get into the little house tour. So like I said, I still have a lot to do in general in my house, but I am still slowly but surely working on getting things cleaned up. So in here, it's pretty much clean. I just have to finish getting rid of and putting away a few more things. And I'm going to call my contractor and have him come back and put matching countertop on top of this right here, which is my washing machine. Here's my dishwasher, and then this little cabinet, which I know don't perfectly match, but close enough. And then I got some crazy babies right here. My dishwasher is awesome. It has lights. I don't know if anybody else's dishwasher has lights, but mine does. And it is all ready to be used, except for it needs to be mounted to the countertop for stability. So I have not been able to use it yet. I put this cabinet front on. It's a little bit low. It's my first time doing it. I wish it had pulled it up just a little bit higher. I can always replace that in the future though. So for now, it'll get the job done. And I think it looks pretty sleek and clean, and it'll look really nice with the countertop on it. And then in here is just where I'm putting my cans and bottles and returnables. Over here, I put 2 little storage units from IKEA. I've been keeping, you know, tools and hardware-esque type stuff in there. I have one more, which I have to figure out where to put. And then my coat closet, which is also my deep freezer closet, is going great. I have a little bit of extra storage up here, some dresses, and then down here I have, you know, leftover paint, a Swiffer. I actually have my little vacuum in there, stuff like that. So that closet is proving very useful. And I don't know if I showed you this, but I have a little indoor clothesline that connects right there if I ever want to finish drying my clothes with a clothesline. And then I have this unit that I got. And again, just a work in progress. If we're being honest, I have not cleaned for you guys for this video. So this is just how it's lived in right now. But I have this nice little opening area, mirror, just some decor, a spot to put my keys, and then shoes in there, and then crazy babies. And then again, more shoes over here in my front door. Moving into the bathroom, it's pretty much completed. Some of these plants are not staying here at all or where they are at the moment, but this one is obviously. Love that. This hanging one obviously is staying. Here's where I have all my stuff, which I like much better than before. She loves the shower, loves to hang out in there, and I have these nice little units. I had a big fern up there, which just didn't end up working out, so I need to get rid of that and fill those holes. And then I have one more of those storage pieces right here, and that's about it for the bathroom. I decided I'm not going to paint the vanity or the mirror. I just went and changed the knobs, and I think it looks great. This plant obviously does not live here. He is just drinking right now, so he will go back. He's giving me some trouble because his soil is so well draining that he's just not maintaining any moisture. But he lives up there in that little cubby. Okay, moving into the kitchen, which you kind of just saw with my haul. All is looking great in here. These plants, none of these plants are going to stay here. They're really actually quite bothering me. I just need to find a spot for them. That one, like those little ones up there will stay. That one and that one probably. But the rest of them, I need to figure out where to go. This shelf I just put up today. That cookbook and wicker basket plate were one of the things that I found upstairs in the wall before doing the renovations of this house. So I think it's fun that they get to stay and live here. Still a little bit cluttered. This fruit bowl situation needs to find a better home. Obviously the dumpster dive stuff isn't gonna stay there, but super cute. And I got that little fun, colorful knife block at a garage sale. Just stuff that needs to go or find a new spot. And then I have my plates and bowls right here. This side I don't love. This, I like how it mimics the stairs, but it's just so stark white and so, I don't know, harsh. It's just very harsh, but I don't mind it. I just don't love it. This pumpkin, don't love that either, but it's for the holidays, it'll stay. Storage behind that, I just put a curtain there. My little plant guy. For right now, I have that candlestick. I have figured out all of my plant situations so the cats are safe and I can still enjoy them. I had to get rid of just a few, and then a few of them did end up dying, you know, eventually based on probably transplant shock and just the whole moving process, but I got it mostly figured out. Don't mind these apples. It's a little fall decor. I know many of you have been asking, and my friends did win the cutest pet contest in my city. So they got this nice little picture that I put in a frame. They also got a blue ribbon and a Target gift card. So these are my little winners. And they are so cute. I do have to agree, they are definitely the cutest pets in my city. So they did win. Thank you guys for the support on that. And right now, I just have a whole bunch of stuff out for them. Like I said, I have not cleaned. I mean, I've cleaned, I just haven't really picked up, which I normally do before a house tour video, but that's okay. I brought them in this bucket of leaves just so they could play with it and experience the outside a little bit. And I ended up changing this wall to this little basket wall, which I also kind of hate. It's just, again, I don't like the flow and the shape of it. It's just not, it's not like a neutral, natural shape. So I think I'll probably end up changing that again, but that's okay. I've got that little piece. My mini splits have been doing a great job thus far of warming the house up, keeping it hot and warm. We haven't hit the real cold part of winter yet, but so far it's doing great. I have my big guy up here. I have a few plants over here, just my couch, a little table, some chairs that I still would like to recover. This glass unit, which you guys saw before. Love my lamp, I just have to find a spot for it. And then I ended up getting another glass unit to put some more plants to keep them out of them because they are not cat friendly, but I think it's great so I can still enjoy them. And then 2 more hanging up here. I got this Roomba for $15 off Facebook to test out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna end up keeping it, but we'll see. And then this room, I have some more plants, and this one I'm still figuring out this whole room, but I have a lot of plants hanging here. to keep the kids out of them. I love that picture I got from the thrift store. Some of the ones on the lower shelves are pet safe. And then I have plant jail, so they cannot get in there. That's the best solution I've come up with thus far, is this fencing that goes all the way up and all the way down, just so they can't get in, and so the plants can still be okay. So far, it has worked out well. And again, like I said, this room is definitely not finished, but I got them a different litter box situation. I have it tucked in this cubby right now, which they seem to like better than the top entry one that I had before. I got this little couch from Goodwill for $17. It has a single bed that pulls out from it, so I thought that was great for when guests come over and everything. But yeah, I like the way this room is going. Not done quite yet, but we're getting there. I got them this cool little mat. They have a box. They have each other. What more could they need? And I'll try to put some more pictures in of them at the end. All I do is take pictures and videos of them because they're just so cute. And I'm not even going to show you upstairs because nothing has changed up there. But I will, of course, when my house is all situated. So that's about it for the inside. Let me take you outside for a bit. And then I'll bring you back to open that mystery can. Moving outside now, and some things have definitely changed out here as well. After my garage sale that I had a while back, I made about $250 maybe, so not bad because you guys know I sell things really cheap. I was able to clear out my big tent shed that I had right here, and move everything into this smaller little metal shed, which is great because there were like mice and stuff getting into here, and there's actually like a dead, I think it's a squirrel carcass. It's pretty much just bones now, but this is a lot more airtight and weather tight and animal tight. So I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I moved everything else into here, including my lawnmower, so that's great. I took the tarps down, but I decided to leave the frame up because I think that in the future I might want to turn it into part of a chicken coop. That's my thought right now, so we'll see. I can always take it down if I decide, but that's that for now. And I don't know if you guys remember, I'll try to put a picture in of what this looked like before, but it was completely overgrown with brush and debris, not debris per se, but a little bit, and weeds, and just very overwhelming. So I ended up hiring a young guy to come and clear it out, and he did a great job. It doesn't look that great right now because it's wet and rainy and fall, and I covered it, but it was awesome. It was completely cleared almost, and ready to be reutilized. So I used the tarps from that tent shed thing kind of as weed barrier for the winter, hoping that it kind of blocks a lot of the weeds from coming back up. And right now my thought process is that maybe I'll get like some sort of fence or gate around the perimeter of this and use this as part of my garden next year. And with that thought, I bought a whole bunch of, I also have this little rock garden. I bought a whole bunch of garlic, and I have planted hundreds of garlic bulbs over here, probably over 300. In this little area right here, I did my research, I followed what it said online, but I'm just not sure if this is going to be the optimal area for it. We'll see. I'm hoping some of them can come up in the summer next year, and I think I'm going to grab another few bags of mulch to put it on top because the animals are so busy preparing for winter, and they, like to dig. So I'm going to put a little bit more mulch on that. And then I have this middle section here, which right now is just excess storage, but I will not be keeping it that way. I might want to turn this into maybe like a fun little sitting area surrounded by the garden. That would be kind of fun, right? I don't know. And then I got some hostas for free off Facebook that I planted right here. And currently, as you guys know, they look bad, but they should come back great in the spring. And that's about it for this area. And I do also want to start like a real compost pile. I have that little roller right now, but I want to start with the, you know, where it's exposed to the elements. I have the green materials, the brown materials, where it's the real deal. So I want to start that soon as well. And then over here, my trees, I got 2 pear trees. These are them right here. I could not find any dwarf pear trees, unfortunately. So these are full-sized and wasn't what I was really hoping for, but there's always more time in the future to plant some more. This one's not looking the greatest. I'm hoping it's just because it's dying out for the season. You know, it still has some green on it. It's not gray, so we'll see about him. And then I have my fig tree partially covered. I have to do a little more work on that to get it ready for the winter. I might cover everything. I haven't decided yet, but grapes, plums, fig, apples right here. Currently pears are right here. This season I was not able to get peaches or cherries, so I want to do that next year as well. But I have these staked a little bit because they leaned a bit, but they should be good to go. So that's it on this side of the yard. Like I said, it's definitely fall time here. I have not raked or anything. I'm going to do an initial mow to try to pick these leaves up at first, but I don't have tons of trees in my yard, but the perimeter's starting to turn. There's some really pretty trees in the area for sure. And then I have a few little fall decor up. Don't mind the tubs. I will tell you about that right now. I have started planting my tulips that I purchased a bunch of, and then I also got some as a gift from my friend Penny Nichols here on YouTube. So again, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that, and I wanted to update her and everybody on the tulip situation. So I have currently planted about 160 tulip bulbs over here on the side of my house thus far. That's just where I started. I'm going to plant them in multiple areas. And I have like an auger type thing that connects to my drill, but it just was not working. So I've been using this little handheld one. It's a lot of work, but I'm hoping that it pays off in the spring when it's really beautiful. However, we do have a lot of moles around here and groundhogs. So I'm hoping some can make it through. But like I said, I planted about 160. I have probably about over 1,000 more bulbs to plant. Lots of bulbs in here. So that's going to be a continued project until the ground freezes. But yeah, so I think that's the only update here on the outside. But coming along, and I'm hoping by next summer I can get it looking even better. Okay, the can is open. My guess, I can already tell, was wrong. It has like a clear liquid, so I'm gonna change to either mixed vegetables or chicken noodle soup, but let's check it out. Gosh. All right, I'm thinking vegetables. It looks like we got peas, carrots, corn, and potatoes in there, which is actually a great little can. I'm going to close that for now, but definitely put that to use probably tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for sticking around and always supporting me. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I will try my best to be back as quickly as possible. I enjoy sharing my life and my finds with you. You guys are the best. Thank you as always.